I'm with Mr. Andres here in Florida, and we're talking about the psychology of selling. What's the difference between what's in our head and what's in the salesman's head? And we just touched on a real important. You said you were with a salesman who was trying to sell you, and he just gave a presentation without asking you any qualification questions.
Never stopped giving a presentation. It went on for 40 minutes.
Okay, what a waste of time. See, this guy. This is really hard. This is kind of deep stuff, and I'm not a psychobabbler. This guy was going through the motion. You know how people ask me for scripts all the time, and I'm saying you can't use scripts in sales. Scripts.
This guy had a script.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
He asked me, he said, okay, if we get disconnected, what number can I call you?
What makes you think I want you to call me?
Yeah.
I say things like that's a guts move.
But so scripted.
The thing is, we want to make our prospects emotional. We want to find that need or greed, that urgency, that fear, that psychological trigger or stimulus. But that doesn't mean that we get that way. Do you ever get into a sales call where you're getting mad, he's getting mad, your voice is getting louder, his is getting louder, and everything, and you're getting emotionally worked up? You have lost the sale. Do you ever get a salesman like you were just talking about? All they do is give presentations all day. They're taking on the role of what their perception is a salesman should do. A salesman should knock on 100 doors, get in front of 5 people, and give those presentations. And maybe by sheer luck, he'll run into a person who actually needs his product or service. I can't work with those odds. I get too frustrated. I'm a sensitive guy. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I cry at dog movies. I can't do that. You know why? Because I'm in business for one reason. What is that?
To make money.
Today. To make money today. I am not in sales to get my ego inflated. My ego feels great. I feel wonderful about myself when I make a sale, when I go to the bank. But I'm not there to interact with somebody and get strokes and feel good. That's what I do to that guy. So I guess the rule is, we cannot be emotionally involved. We can act emotionally involved if you ever get a prospect you don't like? He's a son of a bitch.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, and you get mad and he gets mad and you say, "Man, I can't wait to get away from this bozo."
Yeah.
You're not doing your job as a professional.
Okay.
You give that prospect exactly what he wants. If it leads to you making a sale today. I get people go to me, and they're real all over. Mr. Prospect, you seem like you're really mad at me today. Did you have a bad day? Did I do something wrong? Did I make a pass at your wife at last year's Christmas party? Help me out here.
Yeah.
I do this all the time. And all of a sudden...
That's diffusing to some degree.
It's diffusing, and it's making this guy go from an immature child or a overbearing parent. I'll tell this salesman, who does he think I am? To an adult. What is an adult? It's that level of maturity where you say, hey, I'm not going to do something because I'm not going to do A because it'll lead to B and C. There's consequence. Do you ever drive on the freeway? This is truth be told. California highway. Sometimes I think people get so mad, so frustrated with life, with traffic, with everything. Do they take it out in the road?
No, they take it out on fellow drivers.
You ever see the guy who, I don't know, I'm sure in Florida they only drive down the wrong way on one-way streets.
Going up to the car dealer that was honking, and we're going the speed limit, and he wanted us to go faster so he could get around, and a few blocks later almost caused a wreck. So, there's crazy people out there.
But these are nice people. I bet you most of these people, they pay their taxes, they kiss their children goodnight, they would never steal, they would never hurt anybody, but the level of emotional involvement and frustration manifests itself through its car. We call that road rage, don't we?
Right.
If we, remember Mr. Spock in Star Trek? I always talk about him. His society relished non-emotion. They thought humans were weak because of their emotions. Their society, the Vulcans, said, we will not become emotional. We will look at everything logically. Now, there's trade-offs on that. There's some good things about emotions, too. But when it comes to business, you have to control your emotions, and you have to make the other person emotional, because what is my $1 million rule?
People act on emotion.
People act on emotion. People make immediate business decisions today based on some kind of emotional involvement, of fear, a greed, a need, an agony, something that's concerning them. You get a toothache, you go to the dentist today. Your car breaks down, you call the tow truck now. You're hungry, you look for food right away. We need to get that kind of stimulus in sales, or we make the decision, it's over. You're fired politely. Mr. Prospect, doesn't sound like we're going to do business today. And that's really what it's all about. It's about controlling your emotions, controlling the prospect's emotion. That is the psychology of the G.U.T.S sales method.